Good morning. This is Lindsay with your morning wake up call. A more eventful opening was expected last night after the news that came out on Friday was true. Iran did release missiles to Israel over the weekend. However, they were intercepted, and trade did have a relatively quiet opening in response to that last night. Corn is sitting down here, down a penny. Beans are unchanged, with Chicago wheat down 6. Flipping over to cattle real quick, they did have a negative close last week, so we'll have to see how that opens to see if we see that negative trend continue. We did see higher beef production last year, and the avian bird flu story is still lingering. There are some concerns that 2024 supply tightening in that Q4 of this year isn't going to be as tight of a supply situation as maybe one had previously thought. So cattle's reacting to that a little bit. Managed money is still wishy-washy on their positioning. They're staying pretty quiet, waiting for something fundamental to change here in our markets. They added to their net short position on the corn side by 3,000 contracts, reduced their wheat net short position by 5,000 contracts, and added to their net short bean position by 1,000 contracts. But we have fast planting place expected ahead of us with no real yield threats at this point. Prices are drifting a little sideways to slightly lower, and the trade is still holding on to this idea of a spring rally at this point. But we will see we are expecting to see a faster planting production here, or planting pace this afternoon. The 5-year average for this specific week is up an additional 3%, with next week up 5%. It really doesn't get it until we get to the end of April. It really doesn't escalate too much quicker, up to that 13%. So staying on pace here. We'll see if we kind of escalate after, not this week, but next week on that planting pace. But trade is definitely looking at that, because we will be getting our crops in the ground. And right now there is no huge yield threat. Keeping an eye on the weather, though, as always, we are in the weather trade. But this is, again, Lindsay with your wake-up call. If you have any questions for us, feel free to reach out at 800-262-7538 or visit us at allendalehub.com. Thank you.